Be warned, this video will contain spoilers. Ellie's bite in The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 1 isn't just a tense survival moment. It quietly pulls at one of the show's deepest, darkest threads. When she and Dina head out for what should be a regular patrol outside Jackson, it doesn't take long before things veer off the rails. They break protocol, which might seem like a small decision in the moment, but in this world, that kind of spontaneity can get you killed. Especially with the infected lurking, evolving, and waiting. Once Ellie falls through the floor and ends up isolated in the basement, the show wastes no time reminding us that not all infected are created equal. The stalker she runs into isn't just another enemy. It's a terrifying signal of how much things have changed during the time jump. Anyone who's played the game knows stalkers are sneaky, silent, and vicious, and this episode captures that horror perfectly. Ellie might be trained, tough, and smarter than most, but even she struggles to fend it off. And here's the thing, it bites her. That moment alone would be catastrophic for anyone else. But for Ellie, it becomes something else entirely, a test of secrecy and survival. She kills the stalker, yes, but the real threat doesn't end there. Her immunity is a miracle, but it's also a loaded gun. Something that could either save the world or destroy her life, depending on who finds out. So what does she do? She slices into the bite wound. Not to clean it or treat it, but to make it look like something else entirely. That decision says everything. Let's talk about why that cut matters. Ellie is still hiding. Even now, after all she's been through, she knows better than to be honest about her condition. That fear of exposure hasn't left her since Season 1. Back then, she was a secret worth killing for. People were willing to carve her open if it meant finding a cure. That fear isn't just lingering, it's justified. In Jackson, she's found something like peace, like a community. But if the wrong person sees that bite, she could lose it all. She knows that. So she bleeds a little just to stay safe. It's heartbreaking, really. Her immunity should make her special in a good way, but instead, it makes her more alone. It forces her to live in constant paranoia. That tattoo she got? It's not just decoration. It covers up her original bite. And it's a daily reminder that no matter how many friends she has or how happy she might look, there's always this part of her she can't share. The show mirrors this beautifully from the game, keeping the emotional core intact while subtly building more dread. This first episode isn't about big revelations. It's about the quiet, creeping consequences of everything Ellie's already endured. That one encounter with a stalker? It's a message. Not just to Ellie, but to us. The infected are getting smarter. The world is shifting. And Ellie's secret might not stay hidden forever. When you think about it, the scariest thing in this episode isn't the stalker at all. It's what Ellie has to do after she survives. Because that's where the real danger lives. Not in the basement, but in the silence that follows. What did you think about Ellie cutting her arm to hide the bite? Was it the right call? Or is she setting herself up for more trouble down the line? And do you think the people of Jackson would still stand by her if they knew the truth? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to know how you felt watching that scene.